We're the Grosse Pointe Avengers 16U baseball team. We were in Havana, Cuba. We were down there to obviously play baseball. So we got the opportunity to practice with the Cuban national team, and we also had the opportunity to play them in 3 games.
There are some very common mistakes on this kind of category.
We're talking to these coaches who are giving us the clinic, and one of the guys was described as being the Derek Jeter of Cuba. One guy was nicknamed Iron Man for throwing like 7 games in a row for the Cuban national team.
Our second baseman, Will Leonard, within 30 minutes of that clinic, I had 2, actually 3 of those legends come up to me and through the translator told me, "Coach, there's your baseball player."
Plays that I normally wouldn't make, I was hitting it twice as hard than I usually would.
First game, and Will Leonard walks up there and hits a line drive to right center. The first pitch of the game, it was like, okay, maybe we can hang with these kids.
We were just hitting and hitting and hitting, and oh no. And I'm sincere about this. I can't come down here and win this game 20-0. There's no comfort in that at all. Well, my fears were dispelled quickly in the second inning when they scored 4, and then in the third inning when they scored 4 more, and then 4 more, and we ended up losing 20-4. So I was okay. I didn't have to worry about that so much.
The third game was probably my favorite because we got to play with them, and it was a mix-up of playing different positions, swapping gloves with them, using their bats.
Being able to, have an American pitcher and a Cuban catcher, it really shows what we were after for that trip. There's a language barrier, there's a political barrier, there's a cultural barrier, but at the end of the day, we were all just playing the same game.
The trip went great. We got to go to a modern dance studio, and they had the boys come up on stage, actually, and the parents too, come up on stage and dance with them afterwards. We got to see 2 different children's choirs.
I'm not a big dance or choir singing guy, but I enjoyed it so much. Like I think the dancing was probably my favorite because we went out there and learned how to do the Cuban salsa.
One of the things we wanted to make sure we did when we went down is to take whatever we could, baseball equipment-wise, with us down there, because we understand that they play with equipment that's either very old or non-existent, and we do have a lot here.
We really came together as a team for our last tournament as a whole.
I wouldn't want to end a career anywhere else but Cuba.
Being able to watch their players and how they perform, I think helped my game and helped me to get better.
Playing in Cuba, it'll never get better than that.
I decided to kind of engineer this to be my last game too. There's a bag that I've carried around a long time. It's my Wilson baseball bag, and the kids always make fun of me with it. And as I saw the kids leave all their equipment behind, I thought I'm going to leave Wilson behind too. But I think it's in better hands. It's probably sitting on a pitcher's mound somewhere in Havana and being used like I used it. So that was my walking away, and I sent Wilson along with them.